Hello everyone, it's Model Farmer 6x10. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to day 26 on the big 132 Model Farm Diorama Display. We have a lot in store for you guys today. With summer nearly coming to an end, a lot of the summer jobs are finishing up and the harvest is coming to a close. But that doesn't mean it's not busy around the farm. And there's also some further news on Agri Co. So let's get into it, guys. So start off here in PJ's farm. Before we get to the amazing counties, we have Robert John Deere 6930 and the Coon Air seeder. He's seeding a bit of oilseed rape, so he is at the moment. Ryan is driving this at the moment. He got sent out to do this job. He's just after starting into it there now, and it's kind of the time of year there to be seeding the oilseed rape straight after harvest. And the Coon Air drill seems to be doing a good job. They only got it there just over a year ago. They got it last spring, so they're done. And he's starting into this 15-acre field. He has another 15-acre field to do below this field, so 30 acres to do. He might get it done by lunchtime. He'll be doing well. But now starting over here at the counties, you may be wondering, why is there 3 immaculate counties parked up in PJ's yard? It's kind of reminded me of when the Massies were all parked up, when the classic tractor came to do a review on all of them. Well, the same is happening here today, guys. The classic tractor magazine seen that there was 3 very rare and immaculate counties in this area, and they wanted kind of like a nice yard to photo shoot them on. So PJ offered his yard, and they definitely looked the part in his yard, that's for sure. But now we have Kevin's county. You may know of Kevin. He's been on the Model Farm series for quite a while, and he's always known for having a Citroen car and a very rare County 1474. Well, he owns this tractor since new. He used to do contracting with it. He restored it there in 2010, and he's tried keeping it immaculate ever since. He doesn't do a lot of work with it nowadays, as he's retired from the contracting scene, but no, he's definitely keeping it. It won't be sold for any time. He'll probably bring it with him. But no, there's definitely not many people can say that they own a 1474 from new. They're quite a rare tractor, especially the big counties. And beside it we have Kevin's friend, which used to work for Kevin back in the contracting days, and he's after buying a county there last year. He paid her a ridiculous price for this. I don't know how much, I don't really want to know either. It's stupid money from what I heard. And this is actually a 1474 as well, but it's the short nose model. Kevin's one is the long nose model. You may see a difference in between the bonnets there. There's kind of like a bit of a dip on the front of the bonnet, where there's a bit of a slope on the front of Kevin's county. And then beside us again, we have PJ's 1174 county, which is a bit different from the rest. It has a different cab, and it has a different bonnet type of design. It's an older model to the Super Q, to the Q cab ones. It's about late 70s, early 80s. So you may be wondering why you haven't seen the county in a while. Well, this county is down at PJ's other yard, his original yard up by the mountains, and he's bringing in all the timber with this county, so he is, and he has the crane and the trailer on the back for bringing in the timber, so that's what he uses this for. And he doesn't really have a reason for it to be up here, as he has enough tractors on the go up here, so that's more the reason why. Although he might have a bit of work for it when the spring cultivations are on, pulling like the likes of the disc harrow there, or the grubber, or the seed drill. But that's the 3 counties there, guys. Let me know which one is your favourite. And we will have a video on the middle county here, the 1474 short nose, as it's a conversion of one of ours we are just after doing there last week. So there'll be a video coming up on that. All the Massies are all parked up in the shed, and then the county, or the class combine, is parked around the side of the shed here, just to make room in the yard. The JCB teleporter is packed up, and the grain store is full to the gills of spring or winter wheat. So that might be sold during the winter. Keep it in storage until the price rises. All the silage is in and all the straw is baled. A lot of work has been going on this side of the farm last week with the baling and the silage. Well, everything's all in. And we have a nice Dites D13006 going by here with a nice load of muck to spread on a bit of grassland. Nice Stratman spreader, and so is the Dites. On a day like this, you definitely want the front window open. Moving over here onto Finbar's side of the farm, we have a bit of a convoy. We have Finbar in the Dave Brown 1490 and the Ife Williams cattle box, and following him he has his friend in the Ford 6640 and the Ife Williams cattle box. They're after coming back from the mart there now. They're after buying some fine looking sheep, so they have a few yos, and they're gonna keep breeding them and fatten them up anyway until they get a bit of a return off them. He sold the sheep from last episode. He got a good price for them, and it's definitely turned out that he has a few bob from the sheep, which is nice to see. Finbar making a bit of coin. Lovely day on over the mountain, so it is. And here we have a New Holland 8870 and New Holland Big Baler 1290. He's on the way to bale the last with the straw. This lad has been baling straw since the start of harvest, so I'd say he's glad to see the end of it. He's off to bale the last few bales. He could be done today, so I'd say he's glad to be finishing up, so he is. Then here in Michael and James's contracting yard, there's a lot of machinery parked up here today, and the Class dealership have turned up here in the Class Arian 640 and the Class Roland combination baler. They're just after coming to pick up the baler, as they're, well, James and Michael were demonstrating the baler, and they really liked the baler now, but there was a few weak points they didn't really like that the Mikhail had. They thought the Mikhail was a bit of a stronger baler, so maybe Class might be bringing out a newer model maybe. But no, they were really impressed with it. They noticed that they were able to go a bit faster with the Class baler than they were with the Mikhail. But a bit of pros and cons with the baler that they liked and didn't like. But that's just each to their own. But they're grateful for the Class dealership to lend the baler to them. And the Mikhail Fusion 3 is on the back of the New Holland T7 now. And the T7 210 Blue Power is parked up, and so is the 7430. They're after getting the lights fixed on the dash. There's a few little niggly things wrong with the tractor just on the inside on the computer, so they got that all fixed anyway. And on this side of the yard, New Holland F4 is parked up, and so is the Crone Big M. All the silage is all done. Well, the pit silage is all done. They have a few small customers left for baling, but all the big pit silage for the AD plant and all that is all done. But inside the F4 it'll be parked up all the way till maize, so until October time the maize header will be coming out, and we'll see it in action then. The two silage trailers are parked up as well. That's about it happening there on James and Michael's part of the farm. Here we have Robert's team. We have Robert's 8560 New Holland and the NC low loader, and John Deere teleporter is loading up. Robert's loading up the bales at the moment, so he is, and he has one of the young helpers, so he has driving around the field just to help him load up the straw and make it easier for him. Nice few bales off this field, so there was a nice crop of straw, and he's keeping this for himself, so he is, whereas the other field he's selling the bales off that field. So a nice setup, I must say, the John Deere loading up and the New Holland and the low loader. Over here in the AD plant, all the silage is in. They didn't have any tyres to cover the pit, so they looked into getting a few bales, and it's going to work as well. It was just a bit hard to get the bales up on top of there, as they needed quite a big teleporter to reach up there. But no, it's keeping down the sheet anyway, that's the main thing. And it's quite a big crop, so it was compared to first cut. I suppose they had a few extra acres, but nice to see all the pits full for winter time. John Deere 7610 on the dung spreader, ready for Monday morning to go out, spread a bit of dung on some stubble ground before it gets ploughed up. And then going by the town here, we have the Fendt 936 and the big triple axle low loader, and what's on it is a big Daichi Pegasus. It's a big, kind of like a crane and a teleporter, but she does a 360 in the middle for construction, and it has the man cage on it, so he's on the way to a building site where it is needed. Lamborghini is coming through the town with the discs on the back, just coming back from discing up a bit of stubble, so he is for returning back to the farm. Few people around the town at the moment, going into mass and going into the shop there as well for a chipper. Over here in Robert's farm, he is quite busy, as you may have seen throughout the video there. A lot of his tractors are out and about, but it's even as busy in the yard, so he is. But before we get to that, we have a lovely Dietz Agrotron 135 going by with a Strawman silage wagon on the back, just doing the last bit of silage. He's about 10 acres to pick up for a neighbour, so he's coming back for another load. Cows are all happy out, and there's might be a bit of construction coming to the cow field here. The digger is out, and they're thinking about putting a track along the side of the field here, and then splitting the field up into 3 or 4 paddocks, which will make the grazing a lot more efficient. So one day, or they might put the cows out onto one paddock for 2 days, and then on another paddock for 2 days they'll get the grass management a bit better. So they're going to be doing that, making a start on that anyway. Since the harvest is done and the silage is done, they can have a bit of time to do that. But have the Komatsu out there anyway, and they might be making a start next week, so that'd be quite nice, a bit of a project on Robert's farm. Over here in Robert's farm, it's quite busy at the moment. As you may know, the New Holland P6020 is stuck in gear, and that was usually the main hedge cutting tractor, so they're down a tractor at the moment. So Robert decided he's going to put the Ford A210 on the hedge cutter for the season, and he's just getting it all geared up there at the moment, ready for the 1st of September, and it'll be flat out all the way up until the 1st of March. So that's a nice bit of work Robert has going on with the hedge cutter, making sure everything is alright, as you don't want it breaking down during the peak and busy time of the year. And we have Robert's brother. Robert, he's decided he's going to hire his brother in to help him, as he's a tractor down. He needs another tractor to fill in the space for it. So he has the 7499 on the Converlin 4-furrow plough. He's just getting all ready for a customer that wants the field ploughed and he wants an early crop in. So looks quite well on the plough, I must say. Red and red. The milkman is loading up from the milk tank at the moment. And then over here, the case silage harvester has been moved away from the yard and is parked here in the corner of the field. I don't know what's going to happen to this, as it might turn out it's going to be a very costly and expensive repair bill for Robert. So he's going to rethink about it. He has all winter to think about it, but I'd say the best decision for him is to sell it on to either a breaker's yard or someone that's going to do the engine up on it, and buy another silage harvester that will replace it. But it's completely up to Robert, I suppose. Here we have a New Holland T6080 on the double axle Hitachi or Red Rock, going by with a 21-ton Hitachi on the way to a building site. And then finishing up here, guys, in Agri Co. You may know our last episode, a millionaire has came in to buy up the whole spot, as he wants to put a farm on it, since he's been farming this type of land since the 70s, and he wants to bring memories back again on having a farm on the same piece of land. So he has the money to do it, and he's after buying up Agri Co. The deal has been done, and all the machines here are down in the pit. They're going to be ready for auction next episode, so they're going to be all auctioned off. And same here with all the bits here, and the sand and gravel will be on a sale, will be on a discount, so it will. And won't be long till they'll be knocking it all down. Quite sad to see it, guys, as Agrico are a long time in the business, so they are, so it's quite sad to see them go, but it'll be also exciting to see what's next for the new beef farm that will be being built. That's about it for today, guys, on this side of the Model Farm and the rest of the Model Farm. Hope you enjoyed. So thanks for watching, guys. It's been a very eventful video with the counties in PJ's yard, and as well with the class baler, a tractor here in Michael and James's yard, as well as over in Robert's yard with the 7499 and the convertible and plough. And we just said, it'd be exciting to see what happens in Agri Co. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, guys. Please like, comment and subscribe, and we'll see you again in the next episode. Bye for now.